Hello everyone. My name is Satish Jaswal, and I am a part of Team 27 for the software engineering project of May 2024 term. So, in this video, we will show you what things we have implemented in our project and what project we have done so far. So, this is the PPT presentation, and then we will run the application live and we'll show you what is the thing happening and how the things are happening. First of all, these are the contents we will discuss in today's PPT session. So, let's start. So, first of all, our team members consist of 8 team. My name is Satish, and apart from me, seven other members, other potential members, Dev, Prem, Chirang, Srishti, Shrikant, Pranav, and Srishti are there. And everyone have worked so hard for this project, and everyone have contributed for the project and have gave their best for the successful completion of this project. So first of all, we will talk about the problem statement. What is the problem statement? So we all know that we study at IIT-M BS degree on a Seek portal. So our challenge, our problem statement was to integrate GenAI. GenAI is a rapid advancement of technologies these days. So how GenAI and where GenAI can be implemented in our project so that it can be beneficial and can improve the learner's experience in our degree. So this is what we have done, and we will see in detail what we have done so far. So talking about the learning environment in our application, the learners can watch the video as usual, as we can do in our IIT Madras BS portal. They can get announcements like their quiz examination centers or anything announcement that they are having will be shown to their dashboard. The coding environment has also been added in our application. The user will get a code editor and IDE where they will code and will run the code and see what are the outputs the code will be given and how many test cases are being passed on their code environment. For the GenAI support part, we have implemented three GenAI at the three places. The first place is learner can ask the chatbot about the queries, the general queries that we are having in our application. So they can ask about the rule and regulation. The chatbot can instantly answer all of the queries. The second thing is learner can ask the doubts they are having after watching the video. So if the learner is watching any kind of video and they are having some kind of doubt, so they can ask the chatbot. The third thing is they can take help of the Gen AI in the practice assignment. In case of practicing, if they are not being able to pass certain cases, they can take the help of the Gen AI and can confirm what goes wrong and how can we fix the code out. We have admin also in our application. So admin has all the CRUD operations for the video lectures. They can create, read, update, and delete the video lectures. Admin can post the announcement that the learner will see, and admin can manage all the learners, and all the CRUD application has been done for the admin for the learners. We have two types of user in our application. The first user is our primary user is the learner. So learner can watch the videos, can get code support, can code in the code editor, can submit practice and credit assignments, programming assignments. They can use Gen AI. They can ask the chatbot about what kind of thing they should be implemented in their application to make the successful run of the applications. They can ask the general doubts with the chatbot, and these are the things that have been implemented. As we have already talked about, admin can do all the CRUD operations for the lectures and the learners. So the next part of the user story will be explained by Dave, our another team member.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. This is Prem Kumar. I am also with the part of software engineering projects for our group Team 27 for the May 2024 term. So I would here to move on to the user story. So yeah, we will discuss here the two types of user story. The one is with GenAI, how user can perform, and the other thing is without GenAI. So let's start with the without GenAI scenarios. So in the scenarios one, a learner should have like go to the video lectures and start watching the course portal, and also they can put their doubts on the forum so that teaching assistant and the course instructor would solve their queries and give the answer. This is the basic things we can do without the GenAI. User can do without the GenAI. In the second scenario, a learner needs some helps related to the course things like some understandings of the course related issues, what are the rules and regulations of the courses. So they can take help from the support team. They can navigate through the mails and they will get the answer through the mail by the support teams. In the scenario three, we are solving user can solve the problem programming assignments through the portals. They can easily go to the Seek portals for having a, practice assignment so that they can solve the assignment, navigate to the course pages, and then read the program, read the problem statement, and go through the code, start coding, and user will get the immediate feedback, the whether its test cases is passed or failed, so that the learners try to understand here certain test cases, are failed and what are the pass. So yeah, this is the these three scenarios are dealing with the without GenAI process by the user. Here we move on to the next slide, which is talking about the user story based on the GenAI. So GenAI is like changing the pattern, changing the world by user can go take more help with the help of GenAI. So here we will see in the scenarios, all three scenarios, how user can get help with the help of GenAI. So let's start with the scenario one. Learner watches the video lecture, and they can ask the questions with related to the video lectures on the portal, because we are having a trained model based on the GenAI LLM models, which is basically trained on the our video lectures data set. So the GenAI assistant will immediately answer the queries based on the video lecture. So move on to the next scenario. A learner need help with the understanding the course rules and regulations as well. In this portal, we will train the our models based on the our course related queries and question and answer system, so that the GenAI assistant immediately answer the queries of the learners in details. They don't need to ask the question, post the questions on the discourse forum or through the mail, and they have to wait for the response by the instructors and other support teams. They can easily go through the chatbots, and they will definitely get the as soon as possible immediate results. So in the case three scenario, even user can solve programming assignment with the help of GenAI. They go through the code, they go through the problem statement, they are solving the problem statement. So first they will get the test case results, whether it's pass or failed. When user get the failed result, they can directly get the response. They have option to debug their test cases, whether how why the test cases fail. So with the help of GenAI, the learner can debug the their problem statement, like what are the scenarios why they are failing in the test cases, and they can put their queries on the chatbot section. With the help of GenAI, they will definitely get the debugging of their problem because of the failing the test cases. So yeah, these are the scenarios from user stories. So let's move on to the wireframe. So here is the basic wireframe, which have the low fidelity designs. What are the user flow of the app? So yeah, first thing is like home page. Then we have a login and sign up page, and then we have a profile and user dashboard section. So yeah, this is the some of the content of our user dashboard, having a study, forum, profile, and course content, other course related documents here present in the dashboard section. So yeah, move on to the next slide. We have a project schedules and designs. We have divided in the different sprints. We have decided to distribute the task among our team, so that we can easily manage our work, even in the exam time. So we have a lots of exam there, quiz one, quiz two, and we have also course content we have to put. So we have directly divided it, and you can directly see in the Gantt chart, we have distributed the task in different milestone, so that we can perform our task very well and uniformly. So these are some kinds of the user flow, and then move on to the API routes. So here Satish will guide you through the this section.
Okay, thank you, Frame, for the explanation. So next we have API routes. So basically you can see we have used Swagger for creating these animations and creating these images for our API routes. So we can see for the different pages we have different routes, and for the different test cases we have basically generated different APIs to test our cases before integrating it into the front end part. So we have created all the APIs like registered login for the dashboard section, for the study section. For all the section, the different methods like get and the post has been used to display the results and actually passing the results before integrating it into the front end part. So the API thing has been done for everything, for every pages, and for also the GenAI part. You can see the GenAI slash video chat has also been used for the GenAI APIs. So these are the APIs that has been implemented in our application. Next thing is the implementation details. Like apart from the APIs, what are the things that we have implemented? So for the backend purpose, we have used different tools like developed a RESTful API to manage the user authentication, the course content, and the GenAI interactions has also been used. For the GenAI features such as feedback on programming assignment, study plan generation, and personalized support, we have implemented these things as well. For the front end part, we have built a user friendly dashboard that looks good, that can be considered as a good UI for the user. And the GenAI part has also been integrated. We will see these things when we run the applications. So we have also added some of the buttons for the smooth navigation in between the pages. And for the database design, we have also created a schema for all the models that has been present in our database, from where we are fetching the details in the front end part and the back end also as well. So these are our implementation of the projects. Next, Prem will explain the technology that we have used in our application.
Move on to the technologies part. What are the tools and technologies we are used here? So in the backend section, we are using Flask, and also like for the API endpoints, we are using Flask RESTful, Flask SQL Alchemy, and PyTest for only the test casing and Swag editor. So move on to like technologies for the front end. We are using here Vue.js, Vue routers, and some Bootstrap and some Axios and Fetch API points. Also, in general technologies, we are using here GitHub for the version control, code management, and tracking reviews issues. Also, we are using the Canva for creating a report and presentation, and Jira for the management, and Draw IO is for the app diagram. So move on to the next things, like how we can run this application. So here our team members will show you how our app will function here.
So thank you, Prem and Satish, for the wonderful presentation. Now I'll dive into the project. Firstly, let's have a look if our backend and front end is live. So yeah, as you can see, the backend is live here, and so is the front end. After installing all the requirements from the requirements.txt file, I have put the backend and the front end on live. Python 3 app.py for backend, and npm run serve for the front end. Let's have a look at the final working site. So yeah, here's our site, Woncourse. Here we have the sign in button, team name, all of that. Coming to the sign in, we have a few users already ready. We'll first dive into the admin side of the website. So you can have a look. We have 3 total users, 1 course, and total lectures are 21. You can manage the lectures here and manage the lectures here and the users here. Moving on to the user side of things, if a student logs in and to the site, they'll get something like this. This is the course introduction, the weekly lectures, and we have the support here, and they can log out as well. I won't dive into the GenAI features because Sriran will be explaining them shortly. Moving on to the programming practice section, here a student can practice programs like such and get the results. obviously the question is something different. And if they write the right output, it'll pass the test cases. We have a coding assistant here as well, which we'll get to shortly in a bit. And we can go back to the website here and log out, and we're back at it. Now I'll give the floor to Sriram to explain the GenAI features of our app. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave, for the brief explanation. Now let's move ahead with the GenAI features. So we have built three GenAI features, basically three chatbot based on the RAG architecture. So the three chatbots that we have built is for a support, for course content, and for coding assignments. So let's move forward and let's dive into the first chatbot. So our first chatbot is for the support. So where can you find this? So once you go on your portal, so here you'll see a support button. Once you click on support button, there would be a pop-up. Now here you can see the name of our chatbot. So our chatbot name is Gaja. So let's ask something to our chatbot, like who are you? So as you can see, you get a quick response, and here it is saying that I am Gaja, your friendly chatbot for assistant. Now let's ask it something more interesting and difficult. So for example, let's give it a case. So uh, So here, what I have asked is I have completed two subjects, that is Python and CT. So I'm asking how many subjects are remaining in foundational level. So let's see what it responds. So here it says you have completed CT and Python. So to complete foundation, you need to complete more 6 courses. And it also mentions the courses name. So here it is about the admin support Kaja, the chatbot. So you can ask anything regarding to the courses or administrative stuff. Now let's move on to our second chatbot. So the second chatbot can be found near to every lecture. So basically, the problem that we faced was once we go through the content, we have a lot of doubts. So either we need to refer to the documentations or the slides, or we need to go and search on internet. So to solve that, we have built this chatbot where you can ask anything related to that particular course content. So as we are studying Python, let's ask it what are list, strings, and dictionary in Python. Let's see what it response is. So yeah, here you can see the response. It says list, strings, dictionary are fundamental data structure in Python, and here it gives more detailed answer about them. So what are list and what are its different properties? What are strings? What are dictionary? And also it suggests you further details as well. So this is how you can save time, and you can there itself clear your doubt while you are watching the lectures. Now let's go to our third chatbot. So our third chatbot is you can found that the third chatbot in this practice programming assignment. So they might have already explained how to write code, how to run code. Now let's see how to if you have any doubt related to code or a Python or programming. So how can that be resolved here itself? So here in this study tab, if you go to the here in the Gaja, your coding assistant, if you go there and get an option of chatting with Gaja. Once I click, again a pop-up will come. So now let's see what our first question is. It is something related to printing something. So when I am starting to learning Python, I if I don't know what is print, so let's ask what. Uh, let's say how can I execute print in Python. Let's see what it gives. So here you can see it tells you about everything about print function and how you can use, and here it gives a basic example of the code as well as the explanation and what are all other use cases that you can do with print statement and all, and what is the difference between this print in Python and other languages. So this is how you can clarify your programming doubt here itself, even if you have any error in your code. So you can give that error to this chatbot, and it will guide you. It won't give you the entire solution, but it will guide you how to rectify that error. So this will give you a very smooth. In this way, you can do a very smooth and efficient learning. One more thing over here, you can see over here there is this drop down. So this drop down is basically used to change the styling of this Python code. So right now, it by default it is selected to one item that you can change to anything. So that's all about the chatbots and the GenAI applications. Hope adding this will help us learn the course very efficiently. And that's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharan, for sharing all the features of GenAI. I think we've covered all the features of our app, so we can wrap up the presentation. So yeah, thank you for attending. All. Bye.